What's poppin', y'all? Welcome back to I Do It Myself. I am Wayno. If this is your first time here and you like what it is that I do, make sure you hit that sub button, like button, share, all of that. Today we doing a side mission episode and we talking about 4xtra. So 4xtra is a young brother from Cali. If you watch Cam Capone, that's the first time I seen him. No Jumper, any of those platforms where it's, gang centric, where they talking about gang stuff. He is an active member of the Crips, right? 4xtra is somebody that, while I don't know him, I've been following him on the gram for a minute because I actually seen a story. And a lot of times when I see dudes that's on the internet and they doing stuff and they got like these stories of heartache and despair and coming from the hood and going through hardship and all of that, I cling to it a bit. You know what I'm saying? Because I even got friends and family that's going through the same things. As you know by now, on 4th of July, 4xtra was running around and he was playing around with, it looks like an M80.
I want to get blown up today, nigga. Fuck wrong with a nigga off the back. I'm blowing a nigga up. Stop playing CDs, nigga. I'm throwing them in your house. I'm throwing them at you, nigga. Vernon Avenue, nigga, off the back. I'm blowing your ass up. I'm blowing somebody up today.
That's what we used to call him. I don't know what they call it now. And he blew his hand off. Yes, blew his hand off. Now, the reason why I wanted to talk about this today is because this is when keeping the content goes wrong. I've been able to share how I feel about all of that type of stuff content-wise for a minute. When these dudes is going around and telling their stories, they not really telling compelling versions of it. What I mean by that is, let me not say compelling. They're not really taking the time to tell their story the way they could possibly tell it, where they can make a means off of it. Everybody got a story. Everybody. But they go out and they run around and they go on these platforms and people want to pay them because they polarizing figures. We all know that before it was 4xtra, it was, what's my man, 5'5". I forgot his name, but Crip Mac, right? It was Crip Mac. He was the one running around and parading and acting belligerent and doing all types of silly shit, gang banging online, talking about fades and squabbles, lost his teeth. And it looked like he was gonna lean into it looked like he was finally getting to lean into the personality that he was creating online, because it led him from going from No Jumper as being a guest on No Jumper to him being a guest on Drewski's Could Have Been Records. Well, Could Have Been Show, excuse me. And then I started to see a sliver like, damn, I'm not going to sit here and say that they got to do it how I got to say do it, but if y'all take the right measures and learn how to have people around you that's going to help you curate whatever it is you're doing and not just try to monetize off of every time you're on a camera acting stupid, then you'll get somewhere. 4xtra kind of took over the spot of Crip Mac when it came to No Jumper. Then he goes in jail. One thing I follow on the gram, he always in and out of jail. Every time you look up, he in and out of jail. When keeping it content goes wrong, these dudes, they get on camera all the time to basically talk about criminal activity. That's all they have. That's what a lot of these guys have, criminal activity. Now, 4xtra was a guy that I looked at him like, yo, maybe he's starting off here, but he could go somewhere else. And maybe he still can, I don't know. But the situation he's in is extremely bad. Now, recently, he was going back and forth with this guy, 670 Unk.
Yo ass to the
Nah, I love you. So extra, I love you. I love you.
niggas.
I love you.
Hey, look,
I love you, bro. That's real shit.
Hold on.
That's real street shit.
Listen, cuz, I'm about to rush you. Just kick back.
I don't know that.
Wait, look, cuz.
How I know that?
Look.
How I know you ain't finna rush me? How the fuck I know I'm making out of here? That's what I'm saying. How do I know that? It's 50 niggas out there when I walk out there. I'm just saying, you still raging. I'm trying to let you know what I'm here for.
Hey, look. This is what I'm trying to tell you. This is what I'm trying to tell you right now.
Got me surrounded.
Look, this is what I'm trying to tell you right now. Watch what you say up on here.
Him and 670 Unk been going at it back and forth because, one thing I always tell y'all, man, gang banging was the greatest idea poorly executed. Give me a second to explain that. Gang banging, I know more Bloods and Crips, BDs, GDs, Latin Kings, Nietas, whatever you want to call it, whatever it is that's going around, whatever's your gang of choice, than I know anybody. And what I mean by it's a great idea that was poorly executed, men started these different platforms in the street. Everybody tries to run with it's made to protect your neighborhood. It been way past that. That protect your neighborhood shit died the first year. It been way past that. But there's more people that represent the same thing in impoverished areas everywhere, more than almost any other group I could think of. Now, I don't know the numbers. I'm just, I'm shooting off the hip with this one. What I'm saying is, ignorance joins us together on a lot. You know what I mean? Shared trauma and shared poverty is how we connect with a lot of our people. You represent that. Y'all do that over here. We want to do the same thing over there. We going to put our twist on it. Y'all don't respect how we do it. We going to do it this way. Maybe we could come together and figure out ways that we could do it better over here. End of the day, it's all destruction, whether people choose to realize that or not. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of them people that could tell you a lot of it you don't get you nothing but destruction. Besides the point, let's go back to this whole 4xtra thing. 4xtra seemed as somebody that was looking to, I feel like if he had the right people behind him, I would have never told that dude to rap. I would have told him to tell his story. I would have told him that he has to shift from what it is he's doing, but he represents his area. He always wants to talk about gangbanging, and being out on the block and being in the hood and how much he loved the hood. Now, when it comes to this specific situation about these fireworks, I've seen this happen before when I was a kid. It's tons of kids I grew up with lighting fireworks and blew off their fingers or blew off a thumb. I've seen that happen a few times. I myself ripped a skyrocket off the stick when I was a kid and lit it in my kitchen when I was around 7 or 8 years old. I didn't blow off my hand, but it popped in my hand, and trust me, that shit was hurting for days. But now that this situation has now come to fruition, right? Where keeping the content goes wrong. He was running around, playing around in the streets for a couple of days.
Easy, I think you can do it.
Easy all day. All day he got it. Right where? He got that. I don't got that. Right where? Come on, boys. Right now, everybody was.
And as you can see, with him playing around in the streets, jumping and kicking and doing all types of silly shit, grown-ass men who ain't got nothing else better to do than create content. Now he's the content, because it's unfortunate, yo. I ain't gonna lie. This is really unfortunate. For this man to have lost his hand, it's a lot of jokes going around. You know what I'm saying? Like, people making jokes about him, people laughing at him, pointing a finger at him, but there ain't no sympathy for gangsters either. You know what I'm saying? He's built himself off of saying that he wants to run phase. When he goes to the county, he run 10 back to back to back. He don't back down. He'll fight 13 people, 20 people. He programming from day one, soon as he get in the spot, all of that. And now people are saying that he ain't going to be able to run phase. And if we had to watch a movie about what's currently going on the internet within a certain sphere, right? Like within the street shit, right? Within the street shit sphere, within the hip hop sphere, the street shit sphere, the criminal activity sphere. If we watched the documentary on what was going on right now, I don't think we believe it. This man literally, don't get it twisted. I seen the picture. He ain't blow off no fingers. His hand is gone. His hand is gone. And then you get a bunch of people, the Aaron, the plumber nigga, he joking.
Tell 4xtra I challenge him to a handball match. Let's see who can juggle better in a real way. And you see what happens, Brodusky, when you do the devil's work. You know what I'm saying? You surround yourself with people like Adam 16 in a real way. Adam 16 probably gave him them fireworks in a real way. Brodusky, kabloom, this hand, there you go. Oh, whiskey, you're done for, Brodusky. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to be a big bad wolf, trying to bully people. You see how you did 607? Kabloom. Now he need 4xtra fingers. You know what I'm saying? Call that man 4xtra in a real way. Brodusky finna be walking like this.
Then he retracting his jokes.
In a real way. So apparently I talked to one of his homies, K-Mac, you know what I'm saying? And Brodusky said this ain't no hoax, man, you know? This is definitely not no hoax. Apparently he did blow off his hand lighting a firework inside of a car, from what I'm hearing. Man, I thought this was a hoax. You feel me? I thought this was their way, getting me to react to it. You know what I'm saying? To build up the hype so 4xtras could get that fight with me. Cause initially, a lot of y'all people think we had a fight set up, a fight planned. That was 4xtras was not a part of the plan, and it's not because I didn't want to smoke or none of that, because I didn't want nothing to do with no jumper. You feel me? I didn't want no jumper benefiting off the fight with me and 4xtras.
Then he's sitting here. Listen, I want all of y'all to know, if you've been building some sort of profile online because you get up on platforms and you using, that might be all you got is that gang shit. Do something better with it than antagonize other gang members. If you get a point where people are paying attention to you, you can build a brand. But y'all got to start shifting. Now, what happened to him is not a result of a crime other than him. Them fireworks is definitely illegal. Them joints right there, they always was illegal. But I mean, like, nobody inflicted this on him. So even the people that's laughing at it is like, it's corny, but this is what you get. You know what I'm saying? You get what you asked for, get it because you asked for it. He was putting out the energy of what he wanted to do with his hands, and now he lost one. I hate that he had to lose a hand to learn the lesson, and who knows if he learned the lesson or not. I've seen reports about one of his friends damn near getting his whole face blown off because of that firework, and that 4xtra actually lost some sight in his eyes. So is the content worth it? With keeping the content goes wrong. When you chasing likes and views, when you doing anything to be seen, when you playing around on levels you shouldn't. Grown-ass men should not be playing around with fireworks, throwing them. I mean, I myself, living in the South, they got firework place stay open all year round. I light fireworks responsibly on 4th of July, you know what I mean? I light me some, so we might light some Roman candles, or we might light some skyrockets or something. We might, listen, it's fun. It's fun to do that, you know what I mean? But bro, who would have knew that we'd be seeing this young man go through such a tragedy? And I just want to let all y'all people know, the ones that's taking this as an opportunity to down him, if you ain't never had a problem with him, people are not going to have empathy, man, but that shit ain't cool, man. To be laughing and joking at somebody losing their hand, especially a black person that ain't did nothing specifically to you, that shit is really corny. I hope that all of y'all other so-called creators or y'all so-called personalities, because people be calling this what they do hip-hop media. That shit is not hip-hop media. It's street activity, you know what I mean, and gang activity, and it's gang media. It's not hip-hop media, it's gang media. You know what I'm saying? Don't blur the lines between the two, but I hope any of y'all that's playing in that same realm of a 4xtra, that you doing anything to be seen and get your likes up and get your visibility up, that you learn from a situation like this, because it don't got to be a firework. It could be a gunshot. It could be anything. You know what I mean? But you keep playing around, you're going to get what you're looking for. This is how I do it myself. For the ones that rock with me know how we do, and for the ones that don't, eventually you will. Be safe out there, y'all. Peace.